Welcome to Love and Then What? Love and Then What? With your hosts,
Justin Judge and Julie Ferguson C.
It was 1 year later. Well, no, it was just December. December of the same year. That was my lowest point, and I ran into a tree intentionally. I was drinking, and they picked me up. Newcastle, it was in Delaware, though. They picked me up, and I was just fortunate enough to be able to afford a good attorney, and I was able to get off there. But, of course, the judgment's still there, and I had to go through the classes and I had to do everything I was supposed to do. But it was a pretty rough. I spent that was the first night I ever spent in jail.
Now, when you say you ran into the tree intentionally, you were drinking,
I
correct?
was drinking, and I was done.
And did you want to die?
Definitely. I wanted to die a lot of times before that, but that was the first time that I actually had a stupid attempt of,
Oh.
And sometimes, and I'm not even going to lie, even sometimes after that, I wish it had succeeded, I mean, I struggle with that even now, because for me, that was, my life, that was my life. And I felt like it was just taken away from me. And then I wasn't good enough. Definitely fight that all the time. That you're not good enough. And I failed. It was failure. It was, all that. And so I struggle with that. And so trust again, probably not. I don't know that I'll ever be able to trust somebody. And I hope I can, but it's still going to take a while.
Yeah, the driving into a tree thing, there was one night specifically where I went out with some girl and I came home. Like, I drove an hour and a half for this girl. We went on a date, and the date was just weird. I didn't like it. But it was also a direction where me and my ex would drive a lot to go on a certain type of vacation. I won't say the end result. But we would drive this way. And on the drive home, I remembered all the things we would talk about and do during the drive home. So it hit me really hard. And I was thinking about, I was going like 100 miles an hour. I was like, I can just turn the wheel a little bit and it'll be over. I wanted to think about this anymore. And luckily I had a friend, Rebecca, was on one of the first episodes, and she came back on this past episode. So definitely watch her episode. She definitely helped me a lot, who talked me out of killing myself so many times. I don't think anybody's ever talked somebody out of killing themselves more than she talked me out of killing myself, because I was so close to killing myself almost every day for 4 or 5 months. It took me a long time to realize that I didn't want to die because I was just so ashamed of my past. Like, I couldn't even keep together a relationship that was so strong. People were like, how is it even possible that you are not together anymore? How could this be?
Yeah.
So I was just, one, it was shame. Two, it was just like, I don't even know how to move on.
Right.
But luck, again, I couldn't be any more lucky that I found Ashley. And we, like I said, we both went through our traumas, and we're both there for each other, and we both understand our past. And I was lucky I found her enough, like early enough, because still it could have been possible I would have killed myself, because it was still, when I first met her, I was still thinking about it. But she really was there for me to where this podcast came before her, and this was definitely easing the situation, but there were still suicidal thoughts nonstop. Because, again, you act like you're happy, but you're really not. And you really do want to just end the shit, because what the fuck's the point?
Right.
But I was lucky enough to where I found her in a very important part of my life. And
You sit and think, this is it. I just go to work. I come home. My boys are living their life, which is what they're supposed to be doing, and I want them to be doing. But that was such a huge gap, because I was a mom. That was my identity. And so to get back to where I was before I got married, which was in my 20s, and try to remember who that person was.
Yeah, that person's not even real.
To come back, it's not even around. I'm not even the same person I was even 6 months ago.
Yeah.
It's constantly changing, and sometimes, especially around the holidays, you go, wow, this is hard, and do my boys really need me? I know they do. I know they love me, and I know that. But you're no longer. I'm no longer validated by that. So I have to rely on myself to validate who I am. And when you're not 100% in your own corner, thinking that, what's wrong with you? What did I do wrong? Why didn't this person who I vowed to love the rest of my life not think I was good enough? You just totally second guess everything. And if I couldn't, because I knew I was a good mom and I knew I was a good wife, if I can't fulfill that, then how do I fulfill anything else in my life? I mean, I can work and go to work and all that, but that's just, repetitive, hamster in the wheel sort of thing. It's not fulfilling. I'm not doing anything that's fulfilling.
Thank you again for watching that YouTube clip. If others like it, remember that like and subscribe button. If you have questions for us, go to our website and you can find our email, lovingthem1@gmail.com. You can also see other YouTube clips, highlights, previews to other clips, and behind-the-scenes features. If you want to listen to our podcast, go to anywhere where you listen to your podcast. And you can find Love and Then What there.